I do have an apology to do today. I was wrong about Alex Jones. A bunch of people told me that he was a shill, and I backed him, and I was like, no, he's a good guy. No, total shill. So I apologize. I should have listened to you guys. He's terrible. Like, legitimately laughable. Like, he won't even have me on now because of the Jew talk. Alex Jones. Such a shill. I even texted him today. I said, when no one stood up for you and everyone treated you like garbage, I went on your show to circle the wagons. When you were flipping out about Rogan, I had your back. I said, you should sell your bridge burning business. You'll make more money than your fake boner pills. He was like, well, we should talk. No. You are a disgusting little weasel. So for all the people out there that told me, I believe in people until I don't. That's just something you have to understand about me. Rogan Retribution? No, it's because of Jew talk. He's funded by Jews. Like, that's the fact. The fact that I make fun of Jews makes him... When I was doing his show, he had callers call, and one of the guys said, Owen, I'm a big fan of you. Alex will never touch this topic. I don't know why. But can you talk about Israel and why the Congress is being taken over by Israel? And I was like, sure. Alex heard that. I'm never allowed back on again. Am I sad? No. I'm just always learning. You know, when people told me that my former best friend, Eric Nimmer, didn't actually have brain cancer and was never in the military, I said, no, I stand behind the thousands of dollars I've paid for his cancer treatment. And then I found out that he was a liar, and I've never talked to him since. That's how I roll, man. I'm not suspicious of people until they do something to me. It's just the way I roll, or else I wouldn't be able to function. I have to operate without fear. So my bad about Alex. I mean, he's absolutely bought and sold. Just bought and sold, baby. And when I went on Alex Jones, here's a little inside info. Steven Crowder was like, do not go on Alex Jones. He's a kook. He's a weirdo. It'll bring your name through the mud. Don't go on Alex Jones. You don't want to be associated with that. And I said, no, it's important that we stand behind people being deplatformed. He had just been deplatformed. And because Hollywood people said the same thing about Steven Crowder. Don't go on Steven Crowder or else you'll never be invited to the parties. He's a alt-right Nazi. I said, no, Steven Crowder's a good guy. So the same thing happened with Alex. I did Alex. I stood by Alex. I was a very good part. I guest hosted for $0. I never got paid $1 from Alex Jones. Oh, you're obsessed with money. No, I'm explaining to you that I was never motivated by money ever once with Alex Jones. I would host 1 hour every other week for him. I never got paid $1. He sold people boner pills. Literally boner pills. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that now he's saying that I'm toxic, that I can't be allowed on. And do I feel bad? No, it's a revealer. He's terrible. And, you know, you can still like him if you want. I don't care. I really don't. Some people are like, Big Bear, I know I'm going to hear this. Big Bear, I still like Alex, but I also like you. What do I do? Like both of us. Who cares? You know, you can like Biggie and Tupac. And I'm not even starting a feud with the guy. He's so short and fat and dumb and drunk that, like, I don't... It's just, he would call me and rant about Joe Rogan saying he's a Satanist and he works for the CIA. And I would just sit there. One time I was having a meal with my family and I said, listen, I told my wife, I was like, I just have to, just give me a minute. He's my friend. He seems like unhinged. And so I listened to Alex rant on and on and on about Joe Rogan being a Satanist because I thought he needed it. And then he turned on me just because I make fun of Jews. So, and I was, when people would attack Alex, I was very decisively standing up for Alex, and I apologize. You guys were right. All the thousands of people that said Alex Jones is a shill, he's a sad little man, he's a liar. I said, no, he's not. Just because we disagree on things doesn't mean anything. No, he's a bad dude. Bad dude. So, my bad. Can you talk about something other than other grown men? Ah, well, now you're banned. Oh, that's one thing. You know, they took away. What would you like to talk? Okay. Other grown men, like what? Like Aristotle? You know, you want to talk about history? Want to talk about Trump-Russia collusion? What about Epstein? Everything is grown adult men. No, you want to talk about young girls? You psycho, now you're gone. Grown adult men. Yeah, that's called the people who make history, who run countries, who run banks, who start wars. It's all grown adult men. I don't talk about little children. And I don't talk about women typically because I'm married and women should be with kids. Why the hell would I talk about women? I felt it was my duty to let people know about Alex. I don't like to let that stuff go because the omission would be an endorsement. And people look to me for guidance these days because so many people are shills and liars that me endorsing Alex and then not letting you guys know the reality of Alex Jones is wrong. And I don't want to start more internet beef, but I couldn't just be like, yeah, no, I couldn't just let that go. He's as bad as it gets. Like, he's a backstabber to a degree that, like, no one would support him, and I did. And because a comedian is mocking Jews and pointing out the reality of Israel, Alex fucking the frogs are gay Jones won't let me on his show anymore because I'm toxic. And I know, you know, he's got some real personal problems, you know. People hate him. He's lonely. But that doesn't mean anything. I've been hated. I've been lonely. But he's in a bad spot. Who's not in a bad spot? Hey, look, there's my son painting, looking out over our meadow. Isn't that a beautiful picture? Vice says, science says having a kid is one of the crappiest things that can happen to you. By the way, if Vice was a person, I'd beat them to death and bury them under my fence. People robbing others of the joy of parenthood is as evil as it gets. Like, I don't think Alex Jones is evil. I think he's pathetic. I think he's a sad, old, pathetic liar who's obsessed with money. Obsessed. Dude, those pills. Guys, come on. Just grow your own food. Fucking boner pills. I mean, he seriously sells boner pills. And then Joe Rogan sells the boner pumps. So together, they just get dudes hard and get them to come. That's real. So I just thought he was a free speech guy in a time of tyranny. And he also takes the Lord's name in vain. He said Jesus Christ told him to take down Joe Rogan. No, he's using all that to make money with clicks. He used me for money. He never paid me 1 cent. I don't operate for money, as you can see by my constant demonetizations. So, but the beauty is shekels make shackles, Alex. And I'm not shackled. I'm not a sad little man in Austin doing a fake Southern accent and talking about Jesus Christ in a blasphemous way. That's blasphemous. Saying God damn it when you stub your toe is not blasphemous. Saying Jesus Christ told you to take down Joe Rogan and then you guys are butt munching each other 2 weeks later and you're bragging about how much money you made off it, that's called blasphemy. That's a mortal sin. That's called taking the Lord's name in vain. Saying that God sent you to do something and really it's just to profit money and fame. How disgusting of a man can you be? It's just, you told me he was in the CIA and he was a Satanist. And now you guys are butt fucking each other. Dude, The things that Alex told me about Joe Rogan, the fact that those guys even hang out is unreal. There's no honor amongst thieves. None. I'm just glad I got out of that. That would have been, that's just hell. And I lose. I'm constantly being betrayed or stolen from by these peripheral loser characters, but my base, my family, my friends, my health, my life has never been better. But yet, like, in the last year, I've been stolen from, demonetized, kicked off everything. You know, my best friend lied to me about cancer. Like, but he was ambitious. He wanted to open for me. He wanted to get his name in comedy. He wasn't a real friend. My real friend, down the street, my boy Ryan, has a fucked up back from being a trucker. And he's dealing with the pain and staying off opioids and trying to get back to work. Because that's what real men do. And he's raising pigs and 5 kids. So it's like, that's men. These shiny little douchebag men that want to be famous and want to make money and want to start internet feuds, they're so dumb and pathetic. And they'll I mean, if Alex Jones is actually Christian, like he's not a liar. And I'm not one to say people aren't Christian who are Christian. I'm not one of those people. I disagree with people that take this one interpretation of the Bible written by some asshole that says that, you know, the Jews have to be in Israel for like the Antichrist and then Christ, based on like 2 passages. They're still Christian. I still think that they're good. I just disagree with that shit. You know, I disagree with you know, E. Michael Jones about how the Catholic Church is the only church and all that shit, even though he is one of the most brilliant people and faithful and strong humans I've ever met. I never call people fake Christians or anything like that. If you're on that path, you're on the path. And who the hell am I to judge? Even if I think it's insanely retarded to let Jews run your country and your foreign policy and create all this abortion and fake money and war and all this shit just because of the interpretation of the Bible based on some asshole who, the something Bible, does anyone know what I'm talking about? But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean you're not good and Christian. We're just disagreeing on that. Alex is fake. He's fake. He said that Jesus Christ told him to take down Joe Rogan. And within 2 weeks, they were butt fucking, and he was bragging about the money he made on it. Schofield Bible, yeah. I don't think that they're any less Christian than me if you believe the Schofield Bible. I just think it's retarded. That's a disagreement. We're all on a path. That's the beauty of Christianity versus Judaism. In Judaism, no one's a real Jew. Oh, that's not a real Jew. George Soros, not a real Jew. Steven Spielberg, not a real Jew. Benjamin Netanyahu, oh no, he's not a real Jew. Because they have like 90 books, it's like astrology. Christianity, there's a lot of wacky interpretations. That doesn't mean you're any less Christian. But it's like, I think that the Schofield Bible is retarded. I said it. Schofield was he was a divorced man making money on a book. That's not Christ. But I'm not going to say they're any less Christian or any less good, or that I'm better than them, or I'm more holy, or more on the path. I don't know. We're all trying to find it just like anybody else. That's the whole point. But Alex Jones is, I mean, it's just, it's fascinating. Joe has known Rogan since 1999. Dude, Jones told me he was a Satanist, he worked for the CIA, and was in fact a sodomite. And evil. So, I mean, I don't care if they've known each other since 1999. How is that anything? And then he's got hitmen, and he's going to die and all this shit. I'm not scared of any of that. What's scary is starvation and disease. And breaking your own covenant with God. Hitmen out of Hollywood do not scare me because they're not Joe Rogan is CIA? I highly doubt it. I think Alex Jones is a fucking retard. No, I would put money on it that Joe Rogan is not CIA. Hey, bub. I love you. But according to Alex, he is. According to Alex, he's a full-blown sodomite CIA Satanist. He went on and on and on as I'm trying to have a meal because I thought he was in pain. I think Rogan is a sodomite, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe he is in the CIA. I don't care. Like, hearkening. I've never used that word out loud before. I've just read it. To what that other guy said before, I understand what he means about talking about grown men. I'm done with the gossip. I just want to get that out. I'm now not going to hypothesize about whether or not Joe Rogan is in the fucking CIA. He's short. He looks like a thumb. He butt pumps. Those are the things that I'm saying. Everything else, I have no idea. And by the way, being open like I am and honest keeps you alive. Let's look at what's going down in the world of nonsense. Oh, real quick. This is my beautiful wife. She's a real basket case. By the way, estate sales, yard sales. We picked all those baskets up for like 20 bucks. 1950s quality. It's all about estate sales. You can't buy, like stores sell you garbage now. Garbage. All this betrayal, and I'm talking betrayal, guys. All it does is strengthen me. It doesn't break me. I really do believe that there are forces that try to break you. They take your money, they take your friends, they take your famous friends, they take your alliances in media. Dude, I'm more hardcore than Alex Jones. How cool is that? Alex Jones is a pussy. I'm more hardcore than Alex Jones. That sounds like a rap lyric. I'm more hardcore than Alex Jones. Nigga got pussy in his mouth. Nigga got pussy, his dick's in his ass. Like, Alex Jones isn't even hardcore. The guy is a branded conspiracy theorist. It's a brand. It's not real. He's like, I'm here to talk about Hillary Clinton and the globalists. Hillary Clinton's gone. She's not a factor anymore, and the globalists are 100% Jewish. Keep focusing on China, Alex. China is only a threat to Israel. Yeah, China might buy up a lot of our shit, but that's a business proposition. It isn't. We're not fighting Chinese wars. When was the last time we invaded Mongolia for no reason? When was the last time we invaded Japan because the premier of China told us that they had weapons of mass destruction, and then our Chinese-owned media repeated it for 2 years? It never happens because they're just doing business. And by the way, we don't go to war over business. Just because China is making a lot of things and working hard and doing the slave labor that the fat cunts in America won't do, we don't get to kill them because of that. Dude, and like, my buddy Sabo, really like the guy. He's not a shill, he's legit. But he's been doing all this street art about like Democrats hate Israel. And all the comments are like, who fucking cares? This isn't Israel. Why don't you idiots know that America first means America first? Like, tons of people want jobs or want an ability to have their wife stay home and raise their kids and not have to have 2 jobs because our dollar is shit because of endless war and debt and opioids and pornos and media and Hollywood, all Jews. So it's like this whole like Democrats hate Israel. Guys, it isn't just us. Look under the comments of Sabo shit. Everyone's like, Israel's another country, dude. Israel's not America. No one's saying Israel can't exist. That's paranoia. We're just saying, why the fuck is everyone so excited about how much Donald Trump is loved in Israel? What about America? Owen made it down the rabbi hole to my level. Oh, no more news? Oh yeah, I've seen some of your shit, man. You're good. You did do a video bashing me though, so fuck off. But I respect where you're at, where your head's at. Yeah, you said that I was shilling for Alex Jones in a video. So, you know, you can always come to me first before publicly attacking me, because I don't shill for anyone ever. I just don't turn on people immediately without overwhelming evidence. Bashed you for Alex Jones. Right, which is a little uncalled for. No more news. You called me a shill. I forgive you, because I have since then realized that Alex Jones is a shill. But you shouldn't have. You should have just come to me, dude. I get where your head's at, but it's just you were right. But you said I was shilling for Alex Jones, which I've never done in my life. I've never shilled for anyone ever. Shilled for Jones? I did not shill for Jones. I liked Jones. I thought that he was saying what he believed, and I accept that. I accept that people have differences in opinions. I'm a shill for logos. That's amazing. Alex Jones called Israel many times in the past. Right, but now that it's getting fever pitch, he never mentions it ever. Have you noticed that? Back in the day, I didn't give a shit about Israel because I didn't see that we couldn't build our own walls. You know, Feinstein had dual citizenship with Israel and attempted a coup against a Catholic Supreme Court justice. Let's talk about it. You've won me over. Dude, it's all good. I like your videos. I think they're good. And I don't hold grudges at all. I really don't. I only hold grudges if I think someone's like a terrible person. I don't think you're a terrible person. I just think you pulled the trigger a little early on the big bear. But it's all right. That's why I'm a big bear. I can take hits. Alex Jones designed his show. Dude, he won't let me on the show. One of the only guys that stood up for him when he was getting wrecked. It's unreal, but it's great. See, I like it because it shows. Be careful, Owen. You're not out of the woods yet. There's a video of you out there where you proclaim to be a Zionist. I thought I was. I thought I was, guys. And by the way, under a certain definition, Zionist simply means you're okay with the existence of Israel, which I am. I don't think we should have any ties to them at all, financially, with war. We shouldn't fight their wars. We shouldn't watch their pornos. You know, I just have a hard time legally. Oh, and I know that all the Balfour Declaration, all that, it was all scams and horror. But legally, I have a hard time justifying America's existence, because then the American Indian argument would be like really, it would be the same argument. I'm talking legally speaking. Legally speaking, how do you justify our nation and say another nation can't exist? What you can say is no dual citizenship in our Congress, and we ban sodomy and usury again, obviously. But see, Zionism is like racism, where it no longer has a definition. I mean, I don't know. And also, I want bankers, pornographers, like professional liars. You'll never meet a Jewish janitor or farmer. They never grow anything or clean anything ever. So why not have Israel be the place where they can clean their own floors and grow their own food? That's all I'm saying. Because my favorite Jews are Israelis. I know many Israelis that say they know Jewish janitors. You know? I used to be a janitor. And when people say, I'm not saying who said this, because I still think he's a good guy, and I don't like starting rumors, but someone recently was like, because I pointed out, he was saying something, he's famous. You guys know him. But he doesn't deserve any of this heat. But I pointed out that something very bad was invented by Jewish people, and he said, yeah, well, Jewish people are smarter, so they invent a lot of stuff. See, this is why I've talked about my incredibly high IQ. It's not a brag. It's a inoculation for that argument. Where I say, okay, why are they so smart? They say they have 117 average IQ, which by the way isn't true. My IQ is 147, and that's orders of magnitude higher than the average Jew IQ, allegedly. By the way, it isn't even true. And I am currently a farmer, and I used to be a janitor. So, do you see why I will bring up my IQ? Because it really is an argument where it's saying, no. Being really smart doesn't make you parasitic. It doesn't mean, like, just because you're really smart doesn't mean you immediately think, how do I steal from people? Crowder can't have Owen even if he wanted to. Yeah, I do not think I'll be on that show. Guys, I got Vox Day. I got a couple guys, but it's actually speaking truth, or what you believe to be true, because I'm not arrogant enough to think I know the truth, is a very straight and narrow path. You know? You don't get a lot of friends in powerful positions. Unauthorized.tv, by the way.